I am your host, Fat Dag, and you're listening to Wise Advice. My weight loss journey failed when I focused on how. It wasn't until I switched my focus to why that I truly transformed myself. Join the show on the web at fatdag.com and follow along on Twitter at Wise Advice. Send me your comments, your questions, and your celebrations to be included as part of the show. Before we dive in, remember, when you're out of points, stop eating points. Hey, I'm honored to be your wingman as we walk through this journey together because I believe in you. That's right, folks. Here we are, episode 33 of Wise Advice. How cool is that? Rocking in 33 episodes already. You guys continue to tune in, so I continue to go ahead and get it done. And right out of the gate, want to open up with Lee Hodo, Leehodo, down 5%. That's right. I saw it on Connect. He go ahead and tagged me out there and said he was down his 5%. And, 5% is such a cool number because when you're in this weight loss journey and when you start off, you just don't know what to expect. You know it's possible because you've seen the before and afters. You know people can do it, but do you know you can do it? And it takes some time for you to understand that you actually can do it. And when you hit that 5%, that's the first indication that you've made a goal. You've set a goal. You went after it and you got it done. So Lee, congratulations, man. I'm glad you tagged me. I'm glad you reached out. I know you've been listening for a little while, and this is the first chance you get to reach out there. And man, how cool is that? 5%. And you know what's cool? Is 5% proves you can do it. The next we have 10%, and then 25 pounds, and then before you know it, you're stepping on the scale for the very last time in a weight loss mode. You're going to convert to lifetime and you'll rock the plan a whole different way, but you're on that path. What you've done so far is the exact same thing you need to do to continue to hit goal. You can do it. I believe it. I know you can do it, and let's go ahead and get it done. So great job there. Very cool. Next up, we got Martin. Martin out of Forest Hills writes in, says, "Hi, Mike. Thanks for your post, Facebook Live events, and podcast. You really are a true inspiration. I'm down 35 pounds, which is incredible, with another 45 or so to go. I weigh in once a week during meetings, but I like the daily accountability you talk about. Can you recommend a good scale for home? I heard you mention one that automatically tweets your information. Does it sync with Fitbit or other devices? Thanks again for your help and your service." Well, Martin, so I'm a daily weigher. If you listened at all to the show, you'll understand that I don't necessarily recommend daily weighing. It's not for the faint of heart. You have to truly be in a place in your journey where the scale does not impact your decision making. Because if you weigh daily, you're going to see numbers on there that just completely freak you out. And in a lot of cases, it's easy to give up when you see the numbers that you're not exactly looking for. So that's my word of caution on daily weighing. For me, I need that. I need that daily level of accountability. I need to stay focused. I need to stay disciplined. I need to stay my head in this game the entire time. I can't let a moment go by without thinking about it. So I have to weigh in daily. I weigh in the morning, I check in, and that determines the course of action for the day. And so I do use, it's a brand scale called, I don't even know how to pronounce it, Withings or Withings or Withings. I have no idea how to pronounce it. Go ahead and Google it. I think it's Withings.com. They have a couple different scales. The one I have is probably 6 or 7 years old. Not even sure they sell that model, but all it does is there's a lot of scales out there that do this. It just connects to Bluetooth. It logs into an app into your phone, and then I use a secondary app that goes into that app and pulls the data out and then sends it out to Twitter. So if you buy the scale, you're not going to automatically tell the world how much you weigh just by simply hopping on. It takes a couple steps and a couple different accounts and linking some stuff together to getting it to post. But that's what I'll go ahead and put the link in the show notes so you can kind of get there. The app is called IFTTT, which stands for If Then That. I use that app combined with the Withings, however you pronounce that app. I'm sure if there's someone from that company listening, they'll let me know just how bad I mispronounced the name. But that's the scale I use and the app I use. And like I said, there's tons of others out there that do it. But really what it is that's my level of accountability. That's my way to stay tuned into what my needs are. So hopping on that scale every day gives me that indication that things are on track or things are not on track, and I need to kind of keep my eye on the game and go forward from there. So thanks for the email there. I got to get that going. So Next up, we got Carolyn. Carolyn writes in with an email and says, a couple of days ago, you asked in your podcast and what you did for exercise. Well, I was sitting at my desk listening, and it just occurred to me that I should get up and walk around while I listened. So now I make it a point to walk around the house while I listen. It has helped me get to my daily step goal this week. Thanks for keeping us motivated, and next time you're in your dress uniform, shoot us a picture. The one of your former self in dress uniform needs an after. Well, Carolyn, I completely agree with you. The problem is that dress uniform's like $600, and I it was on the larger size, and then so I have yet to replace it. It's a formal uniform we call it the mess dress, and if there's no reason to wear it, I'm not going to go out and just buy it just for the sake of buying it. So looking for a formal event to go to, and I'll go ahead and get that. And you betcha, I mean, I like taking these photos, so once I get that uniform, by all means, there will be a before and after of that. It'll be of epic proportion, but hey, here's what's really cool. So you said you're listening to the show, and without even really occurring to you, you said you get up and walk around, and now as you listen to the show, you continue to walk around. And so that's exactly what I'm hoping we do here. Great job with that. It's incredible when you start recognizing things that you're doing automatically that you never did before. That's when you know you're in the game. That's when you know long-term you're going to win this battle, is when your habits change, because you're focused, you're disciplined, your goal and your sights are set on making goal. And when you realize that subconsciously, you get up and do things like walk around while listening to a podcast. So great job on that. I got good news for you. I just put this on Facebook tonight. I put it on Twitter, put it on Instagram, all at Wise Advice. But I just signed a couple contracts tonight to release an app, a standalone app. It'll be called Wise Advice. And so what this app will do, it'll give you direct content into the app. So you can just go ahead into the podcast show. So you can go ahead and click on the app and download it. You can plug it into your car. You'll be able to tweet back to the show. You'll be able to email in the show, call into the show, all from this app. It should make it a lot easier for folks to find it. I get a couple comments every once in a while, people saying didn't even know I had a podcast, which is kind of fun when they discover it. So the app, I think, will help you do that. So pretty soon, I think it's going to be about 30 days or so. It'll be in the App Store. It'll be in the Google Play Store. Go ahead and download that. It'll be completely free, no charges for anything like that. I want to get it out there. My intent is to get it out there to as many people who want to hear it. If you want to be one of the first to know it comes out there, the best thing you can go do is go to fatdag.com or go to wiseadvice.com and subscribe to the email newsletter. I will push the email out first when it goes live to the store, and then you can go ahead and be one of the first ones to get it. And then we'll just kind of work through the app and figure out how it goes from there. So that's it. So Carolyn, great job on the steps. That's good stuff. When you're out walking around, you're going to absolutely crush your goals, and you're going to do well. So thanks for writing in there. That's very cool. Last but not least, this one's a doozy. David writes in and says, well, the day is here. 248 days from my start date. 75 pounds gone forever. Great job, David. He says, honestly, I did not know how this was going to feel. I was a little surprised, didn't expect to happen for another week or two. Stepped on the scale at the meeting in exactly 180 pounds, 75 pounds less than when I started. I had to hold back the tears. It was fitting that I would reach it on the day that I happened to be wearing my father's dog tags. My dad was the embodiment of the military lifestyle. He was always so brutally honest and never showed emotion. He would have been the first person to tell me to lose weight. I lost him 3 years ago to dementia. The loss was part of my weight gain. Mike, thank you for the podcast. Thank you for being my wingman. Thank you for being in my corner. On to lifetime. David. David, man, dude, I am so proud of you. I've been following your journey since you started. We kind of started roughly, you were in the middle of each other's journeys, and you caught my attention through Connect, and I kind of peek in on you every once in a while. So to see that you actually have made goal, you've stepped on the scale for the very last time in a weight loss mode. You now will convert to lifetime, just like you said. But what I really, really liked in your email was you had to hold back the tears, because that's exactly how I felt, and I try more than anything to convey this to the audience here, is that when you step on that scale for the very last time in a weight loss mode and you hit your goal, the next time you get on the scale, it's completely different. And so it is to the point where you're on the brink of tears, because you set up to do something that for many of us we've never done in our lives. I see a lot of people get so close to their goal, and then the complacency sets in and they don't ever finish the project they started and get all the way to goal. Now, we know that you can finish that and start over in a new journey called lifetime. That's a completely different scenario, and we're talking semantics here of what the definition of goal and not goal is. But when you know you did something, you need to know you did it. And when you went all the way, you made it to goal, 75 pounds forever, man, your dad's got to be so proud of you. Your dad right now is just probably ecstatic, and he's clapping alongside with us. And man, I'm super proud to get your email, to hear, again, I can look through the email here and I can see the emotion in it. And nothing makes me happier, David. So congrats to you on hitting goal. 5 weeks of maintenance, you'll be in lifetime, and then for the rest of your life, you figure out how to maintain this. And as you know, it's completely different. So, David, congrats, and real proud of you. So, folks, what are you celebrating? What are you going to talk about? And so, one of the things, when I do this show, as you know, I just pull up your emails, and I don't have an agenda. It takes me 10 minutes or so before the show to figure out what it is I want to talk about. I read through your emails, I kind of collect them, put them together. But go ahead and send me in your emails. Tell me what you're doing for fitness. Tell me what you're doing for weight loss. And tell me how your head is in the game. Tell me how your mind is focused. Tell me how you're disciplined. Show me how you're getting this done. And let's tell the world. When we tell the world how cool we're doing, it validates our own internal feelings that we're doing well. And we need that sometimes, and a lot of times we don't want our own pat on the back. I get that. But man, you've got to celebrate. If you can't celebrate for yourself, man, it's going to be a long journey. So tell me how awesome you're doing. Let's go ahead and get it out on the air. If you prefer, go ahead and call into the show and leave it on a voicemail. That'd be kind of neat sometime to hear that. 317-662-4214. The number will be in the show notes, but go ahead and do that. If you also get a chance, would love a review out in iTunes, and find me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, all at Wise Advice. And hey, that's going to do it for this time. Remember that losing weight and getting healthy, it has nothing to do with luck. You've got to remain disciplined. You've got to remain focused. Set your sights on your goal and go after it. And I wish you good focus.